Well, we had Craig Wolf on last segment talking about cheer athletics, and we're going to talk about a somewhat related company. Craig's involved in AEF Academy, a very unique and up-and-coming basketball youth sports business. We have with us partners Andy Beck and Rachael Blum. Andy and Rachael, welcome to the show.
Yeah, hey, thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate you having us on.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rachael. Well, so this business, we'll start with you, Andy, because you founded it. And it's involved in youth basketball, but that's a pretty broad way of saying it. Tell us what's unique about AEF.
Yeah, so I've been coaching for 16 years in the community. I started at St. Pius, St. Leo, my alumni. Then I went to the OSA and coached there for 12 years. Great experience, a lot of good people there. And then I just decided after a while that I wanted to start my own thing. Been doing it for a long time and thought that I had a good enough following to do it. And really, in general, my message for youth sports is that I care about the kids more than anything, and I always have, and I want them to feel more confident, more courageous going out into the world after they play basketball, after they play sports. So AEF, it really started with a team of mine 3 years ago, creating a chat called AEF because my message for the last 4 years since coming to Jesus has been, through everything in life, through the things that I've gone through my mistakes in coaching in my early years, because I've made a lot of them. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I was the guy on the sideline, punching clipboards and getting technicals. And I still cared about the kids and had passion, but I was directing it in the wrong way. And so I had to look at that internally and see what am I doing wrong and how can I change that? And then, so for me, when I can tell the kids that I'm doing something wrong, they now know it's okay to mess up. So at AEF, Attitude, Effort, and Focus, we're going to make mistakes. We invite mistakes. Our coaching staff wants kids to go try things. We want kids to miss shots. We want them to make moves and learn from those moves so they can be confident doing it the next time. So whether they make a layup or miss a layup, whether they make a good play or miss a good play, that's really irrelevant. It's their attitude going forward after that happens. So if they make a three, let the bench cheer for them, but don't put your hands up, get back on defense. If you miss a three, don't put your head down, sprint back and guard somebody. If you make a mistake, which every human on earth that wakes up today is going to make a mistake, including myself, have a good attitude about it. Put effort forward towards what you're going to do to change it, and then focus on that solely. Don't focus on the mistake itself. Focus on what you're going to do moving forward to change that. So at AEF, that's what we've done. We had 4 teams last fall and winter. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. We had a 4th, a 5th, a 7th, and an 8th grade team. And we have grown to 13 teams this spring and summer. We have 5 high school teams that are playing this weekend in the Recruit Look tournament out at UBT. We had a lot of fun last night. We had 5 games. We went 4-1 last night. And I never keep track of my record. I have no idea what my record is. I've coached for 16 years. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is how we play, and how we play usually reflects on the scoreboard because of our attitude, effort, and our focus. And so I'll actually give it over to my partner here, Rachael Blum, who is our COO. She's our Chief Operating Officer. I met Rachael 12 years ago, coached her son on 5 different teams, and he is such a shining example of what AEF is. And I want Rachael kind of to give a little bit of a testimony about that and her story with AEF.
Thanks, Andy. So exactly what Andy said. I mean, we are very youth focused. If you walk into a gym these days, unfortunately, you don't hear the cheering. You hear screaming. The situation seems to have gotten out of hand. The temperature is hot. There's coaches yelling at refs. There's spectators yelling at refs. It's a tough job, and any organization head will tell you that there is a ref shortage, and a lot of the reason is because they are having the experience of, we'll bring in new refs and they will not come back because of the way they are treated.
Like police officers sometimes.
Exactly, and they are just trying to do their jobs, and we know there's a problem out there, and we're not okay with the way things are. So some of the things that we are looking to do are to have a reffing academy, have a youth sports commission where we can have representatives from every angle, every group, from parents to referees to organization heads to players, to past players to coaches, to go out and to come represent, your group and to bring that back out to the community and say, hey guys, we are working together in this. We are all in this for one reason, and that is our youth. So to go back, Andy and I have worked together for a long time in this business. He did train my child, and he's no longer a child. He's 19. But he is the prime example of what we are doing with our kids. I have had the middle-of-the-road player, athlete who never gave up, loved having Andy as a coach, was always bummed when he didn't make his team, but did have the attitude of, I'll show them. Andy still continued to reach out to him. Hey, buddy, come sit on our benches, when you're not playing. Come to our team meals, stayed in touch with him, went to movies with him. And Charlie continued to play basketball. He made the freshman B team at Westside and then JV or sophomore reserve, JV, and coach asked him to continue to play varsity and let him know that he was not going to get the minutes that he probably wanted or deserved, but that he worked hard at practice and conditioning. And he said, Coach, say no more. I'm in. I want to be part of this team. And Andy worked with him that summer before. If anything, probably the best thing he did for him was built his confidence and told him it is okay to miss that shot, but you got to take that shot, and you can make that shot. You just have to know you can make that shot. And it just did wonders for him. It was an amazing experience, and that's what we want to do for each of our kids, because one day those gym shoes are coming off. And I know that my kid now has something that he can give back to the community. Pay it forward. He made an impact on that court when he was there, and he's now making an impact in the community. And he is ready now to give that back to youth and work with us this summer.
Well, I don't think we have to look that far for prime examples. And being a Creighton fan and having season tickets and having just gone to Louisville and seeing the locker room speech from Greg McDermott, it's really awesome. And I see for your youth, for your student players, they can look at Creighton as a fine example of that. But tell us about the new facility that's going up in La Vista.
So, yeah, we're really excited about this. We are partnering with Larry Jensen. He's going to build a brand new facility for us off of 99th and Portal Road. If you get off on I-80 on the Giles exit and you go east down Giles, you'll pass the QT on 117th, and then you'll get to the Come and Go on 108th and Giles. Once you get to that Come and Go, Portal Road is right there. You'll just take a right to go south down Portal Road. You'll pass a few strip malls, a brewery, and it's right in this little cul-de-sac on 99th and Portal Road. Great area, incredible development happening in that area. I personally am really excited because it's a 3-court facility. You see a lot of facilities with, 6, 8 courts, which is awesome and great for growth. But with the 3 courts, I can be on everyone's court, and that's kind of our model at AEF. I'm not just coaching our kids, I'm training our coaches. So we had 12 hours of coaching training before any of our coaches coached our teams this spring and summer. They had to be on my court to learn from me, take notes, and then they had to come to games on our last tournament over the fall and winter before we just, threw them out there into the coaching world. Because I know personally, when I started coaching, I had no idea what I was doing. I knew that I wanted to help kids. I knew that I loved basketball, and I knew that I had energy for it. So through learning all of that, 3 courts is going to be ideal. We're going to have a really good model where we'll have 2 teams practicing at a time. And I know that with the 2 teams practicing at the same time, we can get a lot done on that court. We'll have transition on court 1. So we'll go hour and a half practices twice a week. The first court will be transition. So every team will learn AEF transition. Number 2 will be our team time, so you can separate and learn plays, half court, inbounds plays, stuff like that. And number 3 will be our skill work court. 'Cause it's very important to me, no matter if you're a good player or a bad player, everyone at AEF will get to touch the ball and they'll learn skill work.
Okay, well, Andy, we appreciate that. Andy Beck and Rachael Blum, thank you so much for joining us. It's AEF Academy, and we wish you guys the best of success as you get ready for your new facility later this year.
Thanks so much, guys.
Jeff, Trenton, thank you so much. If anyone is interested to come and watch a practice, please reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to have you guys out.
Website?
It's AEFclubs.com.
If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.